We're looking at playtest footage today from the Eternals, and it appears that this is indeed the strongest Alliance War team in the game. We didn't do an insane amount of testing, but we went up against all the standard teams that you would find in Alliance War that would be on the defensive side, and the Eternals had no problem. They had no problem with it. If you can survive that opening onslaught, you're going to be able to flip the taunts, which will then expose the rest of the team to damage. So really the only thing we're going to be concerned about is how strong are our characters initially. It's going to take some time, right? This is at equal footage or equal power. It's going to take some time, but once we're able to fight at equal power, we're doing good. So right here, Kingo, we're going to go in between Franklin and Invisible Woman here. He can ability block 3 people, right? The target and 2 adjacent. So being able to free yourself from the taunt, ability block your main players, and when the people are weak, there goes Icarus. He does what he does. So at least that part is still the same. I know people were concerned that he doesn't do it anymore without the special Eternal badge, but hey man, he still works good. Here we are against the Insidious 6 plus Null. So once again, there is a taunt on spawn. Gilgamesh just helps us to remove that, go right in it. And we have ability block as soon as we get Kingo on the field. So we can block, in this case, Symbiote Quicksilver, right? He's going to be the one to give them the speed advantage. So without that, they're not as dangerous. They're still very dangerous, but not as dangerous if they can't outspeed us. And again, Kingo goes really quickly. He goes really quickly. So in most cases, we're going to be able to lock down the opposing team. We have Icarus here. We could do the thing. We flip everything, get a hit in. So that is something to keep in mind. We don't necessarily have to get the double tap, but we can flip all their effects and kind of keep them semi-controlled. Cersei, she rewinds their turn bar. So the symbiotes, I mean, they're taking a hit here, man. They're taking some hits. We haven't been able to eliminate any of them. We're clearly in control of the match. We haven't been able to eliminate any of them. We'll get rid of Symbiote Quicksilver here. Kingo knocks out another character. And so just like that, it was from 5 on 5. Now it is down to 3 on 5. Gilgamesh, he has a lot of multi-strikes. That's important. So you saw that Null had death proof. So being able to simply attack continually, even though it's not a lot of damage, being able to attack continually will punch through those death proofs, the blocks and things like that. So this one is under control, man. They do well. They're a strong team. We'll look at a hybrid version. So we have Fantastic Four, we got Professor X and Blue Marvel. So we're just trying to see if we're able to get Professor X under control. We're able to get past there's Kingo, right? So there's Kingo. He goes before Professor X, at least in this case. So then you're able to control him. So if you're able to get to him, you have that under control, right? This match should be in hand, right? So even if we were to lose, just keep in mind, as far as Professor X goes, you are able to get him under control with this team. You are able to then eliminate him. Since Invisible Woman is weak at this point, we'll get the double tap. Professor X is also gone. Most of the Fantastic Four MCU is not operable. We can't stun Blue Marvel, but yeah, man. This team's looking strong, bro. The team's looking really strong. I would say offensively for sure, they're the strongest team in the game we have on Alliance War to date. So we'll just look at one more experiment. We have Odin, and all we're trying to do is see, can we again control him? Gilgamesh is going to go, removes the taunt for us. So now Odin is exposed, and once again, Kingo is faster than Odin. Odin's not very fast, so we're able to ability block him. So now the question is, do we have enough firepower to eliminate Odin before he is able to put his battlefield effect up? So right there, I believe I'm not sure why he didn't do it, because we didn't use Athena yet, so it shouldn't have blocked his ability to be able to do it. But if everything stands, right, he's down. So that's pretty much a good game here, right? The rest of the Eternals, it's going to take a little bit of time. but the Eternals will win this matchup. We're able, again, to go before Odin. We can control him. So that means we should be able to win those matchups. I need to do a little bit more experimenting, but that should be the case. One interesting point we want to highlight is Gilgamesh's passive. So again, on enemy turn, if 5 enemies have all these positive effects, or 4 of your Eternals have slow, you're going to automatically attack with Gilgamesh's special ability. We were wondering when that would come in handy. We can see it regarding the Retcon team. Retcon immediately puts slow on our team, all of our members. We clear that, and Gilgamesh gets to go. All right, we'll go back to normal speed. So this will be a counter to Retcon. Again, it will depend on the strength of our characters. They need to be able to take these hits. Retcon still gets out a ton of opening hits, so we'll need to be able to absorb that. So until our team is strong enough to do it, it's not going to work. But we do see that that ability does work, and other teams that can replicate that, that put a bunch of slows on your side, or they get a bunch of buffs on their side, we can counter that. Okay, so then it's just business as usual. You'll use Gilgamesh here. So I'm doing this out of order. I wasn't familiar with the team's abilities yet. When I recorded this portion, we have our ability block, which will go right here, and we'll keep Squirrel Girl under control. But then again, we do have She-Hulk up there. If I hit her again, She-Hulk will have 5 charges, and she'll just throw everything back. This eliminates her. Or what I could have did is use the ultimate in Eliminator, but now they're under control. All right, we got Jeff under control. Again, if I did not remove She-Hulk, this would not be the case. She would flip all of it. We can flip what they have, though. See, if we endure to this point, we can flip everything they have and use it against them, and now we're on the roll. So it is a counter to the Retcon team. It is going to take time, though, for us to have the appropriate amount of strength in our Timeless Eternal team. And so there really wasn't a team that could stand up to him on the offensive side. So here we're going to go at the Shadow Conclave. It's not going to be a problem. Our speed is still a little bit slow. There we go. We'll dial that up. All right. So, yeah, we just punched right through that. Right through that. Even though they had safeguard. Right? You go right through that safeguard with Gilgamesh. We'll ability block 3 individuals. So in this case, we picked, we made sure we got Executioner. And then we got Sylvie. Not sure if that was the right move. We figured we'd be able to go again before High Evolutionary. So again, the character placement is going to dictate some of that. Malekith's going to go. We're all right. Athena can take that hit. She's blinded, but she's not going to attack till later on. Cersei flips it. They have a bunch of negatives. We get one more chance to go. It is now Athena's turn, so we can eliminate somebody. Again, I was playing this one relatively early. Wasn't 100% sure how their moveset was going to go. Trying to figure out what the best move is. Yeah, so Kingo, massive damage. He burned through Malekith, who isn't going to oppose us at all. So really, the only individual we got to worry about is Thanos. Gilgamesh puts the pop on him. And yeah, man, I mean, these guys are amazing. There was one team that really did put up a little bit of resistance to us. And spoiler alert, it is not the Winter Guard, as you saw, right? So Gilgamesh goes, flips, all that. And once again, we're in control. Those guys are slow for sure. The Winter Guard is slow, so we get to ability block 3 of their members. And again, we already know you get a KO with Icarus. That's a good game. Then you got Kingo coming up for anybody later who didn't get eliminated. This is going to be a problem, man. It's not going to work the same. It's not going to work the same on the it's going to be tough on defense. It's not going to work the same because it's not in a player's hand. You're at the mercy of where that ability block lands, but that ultimate will really do you in. So what about Brimstone? Brimstone is tough. And we're right around, no. So the ability block, or excuse me, he still has the taunt. We're ability block. We took the hit. And again, that's going to be a factor. Look, we're hurting right now. We're hurting right now. We took that hit. We got an ability block. It's going to be locked to Mummy and what's her name over there. We're out of the... We chewed through that. She's hurt, so we can get the double tap with Icarus. So now we're back in it, right? We're about even up. So Brimstone is still going to be a problem, especially as they're strong, right? It's going to be a while before we catch up in power. If we're able to catch up in power to absorb that opening salvo, then we'll be in good shape. In addition, there was one more team that put up some resistance. Surprisingly, it is the Absolute A-Force. They have a lot of rebound ability as well, and they're able to put out some serious damage. So a team like Brimstone, if you amplify their power, that's going to be tough. That's not going to be difficult to deal with. We already know that. They're one of the strongest teams out there. And similar to with the Absolute A-Force, because they're so resilient, see, she keeps being able to reapply that taunt. So you have to keep hitting that side of the board. So if you don't have a member over there that can benefit from the control mechanics, then it takes a little bit, right? It takes a little bit. If we don't eliminate somebody on this move here with Thena, so we move Ironheart, but she's not one of the key players. Now the Absolute A-Force has weathered the storm. They took the hits, and now they're able to start pushing back. So that new version with Moon Girl, again, they can deal with us. Since there's all those effects on the board, Gilgamesh gets to go. So it's not exactly right. It's not like we ran over the team. I believe we still have this in the bag. We're still going to win. But since we keep having to go towards Miss Marvel Classic over there, the damage dealers that are on this team, the Absolute A-Force, get to continue to attack us. Okay, she's the worst damage, or the lowest damage, so we still have to go through her through the tank. Now it flips back to their turn, so they do get one more opportunity to do some damage to us. And once again, at even power, we're probably right. We're gonna win this. Icarus is down, Thena is down, right? So now it's 3-on-3. We lose, since we only have 3 members now, we lose some of our abilities, right? We lose some of our abilities, but since somebody went low, Kingo gets to go. I should have went after Moon Girl. We'll stun Kahori, so it is in the bag, but as you can see, they're able to endure. They have resilience. Another member might make it so this match goes a different way. And again, it just demonstrates we're going to need some power when it comes to catching up with the modern meta. So we'll leave you with this. We're just going to let it run out here. We're going against Omen. This is a shocker. We win. This was the first time I faced. We were looking at their abilities, and we'll turn the speed down so you can see what they look like. I think we can safely say that the Omen team, or excuse me, the Timeless Eternals are indeed the strongest Alliance War team that we have in the game to date. Like it's ridiculous, right? These guys are going to be a problem. Now on the defensive side, we didn't do much defensive testing. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. It looks a little bit challenging, but we'll figure something out. We'll find our way around it. The main thing is the computer isn't going to use the moves necessarily in the same order, and you just got to hope that they don't pick the right targets, that they just, do what the AI does and keep your good players away from the tank. Because the computer is that right. Even though they remove the taunt, the computer's still going to target that same person. So if they can take a couple of hits, you should be able to do something as well. But I'm satisfied with the team. I like it. I'd like to hear comments back from you. We're just going to let this play out. And yeah, man, let me know what you think about the Timeless Eternals. How will they fare in Battle World? That's what we really want to see. How will they fare in Battle World? It's going to be a minute before we have the whole team. I want to know what they're going to do against the Maestro in Battle World. What kind of scores we'll be able to rack up. But yeah, once again, let me know your thoughts. Take care of yourself and your family. Peace.